we didn't care. We didn't like that, so we bought this awning kit for here.
Great idea.
So that way it's covered up all the time. So it just kind of worked out really nice that way. And of course, they say when you pull this thing out, now you'll notice when we shut it, you cannot get past
Yeah, it's tough.
is the couch.
Yeah.
They say you can pull it out to 6 inches,
Okay.
and that's enough to walk by. But if you go halfway, they say it's not good. These awnings are like those shades, how you pull down, let go, and it goes all the way up.
Yes.
So to keep the tension on there, they say either go out 6 inches or go out all the way.
All the way. Okay, good to know.
Not only that, when you go out 6 inches, all your rubber right here, you notice how it is right now?
Yeah.
And then when you go in, they flip the other way.
Yeah, okay.
If you go out 6 inches, you got half of this one way and half of it the other. And I didn't like that because the memory of the rubber. So I'd come out here and open it all the way or in it all the way.
That's good to know.
But the cables, everything are good. Nothing wrong with all that. Okay. You got, let's get that open. You got a lot of storage.
Oh yeah, look at that, Mike.
And you
Goes all
notice
the
that
way
the
through?
bed is aluminum frame,
Okay.
which is really nice. Because I almost thought on our other one, I actually put a 2x4 down just to support us. I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
But we never had any problem with that.
Okay, good.
Your water hookup. I like this because everything is inside. So when you hook up your water, you take that off and you hook up your water. And this is the water regulator I was telling you about, and it's 40 to 50 psi. So what I did, this is nothing but a hose connection, right? Which is underneath your bed. I have read that these can leak, just like any other hose connection. So when you hook up, go to your bedroom and look on the floor to make sure this is not leaking from the inside somewhere.
Okay.
Because we read about them leaking, and you know, if it goes bad, it goes bad.
On that Facebook site.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
Good
good
to know.
news is you can always go in here and get it fixed or go in the other way and fix it.
Okay.
But like I said, I check. So to not put pressure on this thing, I put this fitting right here because you cannot put a hose up here and bend it. It doesn't work out that
Yeah.
way. So I screw this on, but this is hanging down, and then I put the hose on, and then I take this piece of wood right here. When this is hooked up, let me see, it goes this way, like that. And then I would put, let me see, does it go that way?
Yeah, you got it right. So you put this shim underneath the orange piece.
Yeah, I do, somewhere there. I put it on these so it takes the weight off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because you just don't, I mean, it's those kind of little things you got to think about. You
Yeah.
know, I've seen people where they put them on the outside connections and they just have the hose sticking there and you got the weight of the water and it's just not good.
Yeah.
So that's why we went to the 90 and that's why I always brace it up.
Okay, cool.
If you ever are going to be boondocking, this is your freshwater.
What is
Fill up.
boondocking?
It's when you go out. Just say you went to a field and you had no
By
electric
yourself.
hookup.
Oh, okay.
You gotta live off the gas
I
and then the
see.
water you have.
We're going to be
in your
doing
thing.
a lot of that out west.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
you can boondock like outside of Yellowstone and the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Places like that. And then there's a lot of they call it dispersed land, state dispersed land, and
Pretty
you
neat.
can.
Yeah.
It's all designated on a map, and you know what you might want to join is there's an app you can download called Camp Diem. I'll send
man.
it to
Okay.
you, and it tells
pretty
you
neat.
all. You plug in where you want to go,
Yeah.
and it'll tell you all the private campgrounds
Oh,
too,
okay.
because most of the time in Florida you can't get into a state campground,
Okay.
but it's pretty neat. I
Oh,
use
good
that
to
a
know.
lot.
Thank you.
We were
Appreciate that.
surprised how many campsites there are. I never realized there was that many until it shows up on that map.
I downloaded like one of them, and I was like, "Look at all of these campgrounds." He was like,
Yeah.
"Holy crap!"
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I always put like 5 gallons in here, just like I just throw in the sink for you guys with the pump,
Yeah.
and you can drain it. There are drains right here, cold water drain right there, and then if you look way over there, you'll see a hot water and a cold water drain. So if you want to drain this, I never have drained it. In wintertime, you don't have to winterize anything in Florida.
Yeah.
But up north, they drain it and then they put antifreeze and water in the line so it doesn't
Okay.
freeze up and break. Yeah, this is weird. That's weird. This here is weird to me. That's what they did all underneath, and then they foamed it so no critters can get up in your camper. We had a camper that had like a net.
Okay. They still got in it.
The rats ate through the net.
Oh my goodness.
So I check up underneath there. There's nothing
Okay.
eating through. This here is this black thing here is where you hook up a hose for cleaning out your black water tank. So once you dump, you're gonna have stuff in your tank.
Okay.
So you hook a hose there, turn it on, and you can hear it filling your tank up. And at the same time, it has like a sprinkler system spraying water around.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed to be
Oh, that's
knocking
nice.
it off the
Okay.
walls. And then I run it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. I'm guessing how many gallons. You can look in your black water thing
Okay.
right there and see when you're, what, half full usually was when we did it?
Yeah.
We put about 10 gallons in there.
Okay.
And then you just flush it out. Then you drain it.
Okay.
So and we do that 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
If it's from campground to campground, we wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But we have a washout right over there by that gas tank. So we came home every time. We would just back up, hook up, and kept flushing it up.
Okay.
So this is nice to have. That way you're not sitting down in your toilet like your old camper with the Swan
Yeah.
with the hose to the window. That was kind of a pain in the neck. Now every time I hook up to water to this thing, a regular hose, it leaks. Doesn't leak on the inside, but the hose leaks. I
Okay.
don't know why, but it does. This will leak a little bit on you too. And because you got so many fittings
Yeah.
that you'll see water coming out, but you can see it's like a tub, so it goes nowhere.
Got it.
So when I put this on, I take a washcloth and rag and I kind of stuff it around the hose, only to keep something from crawling up the hose into the camper.
Got it.
Because if you notice this here, when your door is shut, you still have this little
Space.
gap.
Yes, you do.
So I don't want anything to go in through here.
Okay.
So that's just why I do
Good
it.
to know.
We've never had any problems with any
Good thing.
disease.
If you
Yeah.
look in here, Mike, you can see this comes off. That gets behind all this. So if you have any problems, you can get to it. That's the nice thing I like about that too.
Sounds like Matthew.
Yes, he
Um,
does. I never thought about that.
We had a light over here, just for in here, but you also got a light switch right
here.
there. See that button?
Now, if he only made that money.
And right by
Nice.
there
That'd be
is
nice.
another switch you turn on. It took us 6 months to find it. But you have a rope light up here in the front, just
okay.
for I don't know
Aesthetic,
decorations.
Yeah,
And,
it's just aesthetic.
and when you're hooking up to the camper or at your campsite, it gives you a lot more light
Does-
outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
it provides
But-
a lot of.
We kept leaving it on because we didn't know how to turn it off.
Our neighbors probably
found a
hated
switch
it.
over there for
We
it.
were in
Funny.
Keaton Beach for a long time before we found, and the only way I found it was on that website, that
funny.
Facebook page.
That was right next to the switch.
Yeah,
On
we'll
the
go
other
over there. You can
side,
see
yeah.
it. It's
Mike, I
right
have
there.
to tell you a funny story. When we first bought this camper, the first time we went camping, we
how about-
came home and we went to dump it in our dump area over here, and